Hey Grains, does SaltEcrafter like wind chimes? The answer is yeah, surprisingly. Not quite sure what SaltEcrafter is. All I know is that she feels like a hybrid of some kind of creature. But definitely when it comes to wind chimes, she seems to like to play with them like she's a cat and their toys. She's a mystery to me. And so for today's craft kit review, we're going to be exploring a DIY make-your-own wind chime kit that I got from Amazon. On the outside, this box looks amazingly innocent because it seems to be a craft kit for both adults and kids. And the other thing I thought was really very interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna get a chance to be salty. I hope I do. Without being salty, I don't know what to do with my life. But if we look on Amazon, overwhelmingly, English number 1. Out of 548 reviews, this makes it one of the highest ranking craft kits that I will be reviewing from Amazon. So at a 4-star review, you bet your little salty butt I have expectations. One of the things that made me laugh as soon as I saw the box is look at this right here. It says, everyone loves wind chimes. Let's focus again. Everyone loves wind chimes. So if you don't like wind chimes, something's obviously wrong with you. Because everyone, I'm serious, everyone loves wind chimes. You better be part of everyone. I mean, SaltEcrafter is, so who are you not to like wind chimes, right? We get each other. And now you can make your very own. Fun to paint and easy to assemble. So I'm going to be the judge of that. The judge of that. Wow, I can't enunciate today. Don't be a Jackie. Open your mouth and pronounce things properly. All right, time to see what we get inside. Here's what we get inside. 5 colors of paint. Blue, yellow, white, pink, and purple. I can notice there's no brown or black. Guess I have to mix it. I'm gonna end up wasting a lot of paint. A pretty bad quality paint brush. Bruh. The tip is way too soft, so getting details is not going to be easy. And not to mention, it's super hyper bendy. 4 wind chimes, rope, some kind of clear filament, and I didn't want to throw this so that you Grains, if I break it, you don't say,
"But Jackie, you were a little too aggressive,"
which would have been correct if I had broken it. But I didn't break it because I am docile, because I can be sweet.
That's a lie.
All right, so let's see the pots. They look so tiny. I really don't know why I expected them to be much bigger. Gentle. That is super tiny. I really expected them to be the size of like a mini one for plants, but not like mini. Like medium. So we get 2 of them. I'm really happy that the background is white and not a terracotta color, because if it was reddish, it would have been a pain in the bum to have to repaint the whole thing just to get an even coat. Mind you though, on the front it does show that it would have potentially been a plain terracotta color, so I was a little worried about that because I would have had to paint it all white and then wait and then do other designs on it. But the fact that it's not this color makes me oh so happy. Hello. So if you're wondering what the size of this is, it's about 3.3 centimeters, or for you inch people, it's about 1.3 inches in height. That's how little it is. Since I didn't want to take any responsibility on the theme of the actual piece, I asked on Instagram, by the way, if you don't follow me, make sure that you follow me, it's NerdECrafter on Instagram. I asked, what theme should I paint? Either a doodle art that is similar to that of Vex, or tribal geeky. And I did give examples of both for the poll. And overwhelmingly, at 64%, you Grains want to see me do a kind of doodle type art on these wind chimes. Well, these little terracotta thingies. Let's do the doing and talk about the experience, how this is. Have a feeling the paints and the paintbrush are gonna be a pain in the bum. In the instructions sheet itself, it does mention that you will need a few coats of paint. And they also do recommend that you sketch out your piece before you start. And another weird recommendation is they suggested to put dish soap in the paint if I wanted to adhere better to the actual pot. Why aren't they compatible in the first place? I'm not quite sure. Sketching on a rounded surface is really quite the new experience for me. Let me know, have you ever painted on a non-flat surface before? And if you did, let me know what craft you were doing. So the process for my little doodle is pretty much just freehand. I wanted to let go and draw whatever came to mind, and I did have some references open because I don't really draw that often, so I figured I'd have some doodles on Google Image open. Inevitably, as you're using any kind of pencil, it was starting to smudge and my hands were getting grayish. I really love these little characters. I think my favorite has got to be that little dinosaur going rawr and looking all the way up, and the sunflower is probably a second favorite. The paint quality does seem nice and thick. I really do like the vibrancy of the colors. Again, I still really wish they had dark colors. I immediately noticed that the second I put the paintbrush down, it was so blah. All it kept doing was flapping in all different directions, and I was painting, as a result, way slower than I would have wanted. I even messed up in the lines, and I just couldn't see myself doing this for the next couple of hours. So, being my impatient self, I went ahead and grabbed my dotted tool and continued the rest of this painting. So as I went with the dotting tool, I was like, man, this is getting a little too slow. So I went and found one of my own crappy brushes, and even my own crappy brushes was way better than their crappy brush. The first coat of paint went down pretty well, so I had to go in with a second coat. Alright, so there's something that's really bugging me, and I think I know why they want people to put dish soap into the actual paint. Because as I'm putting the second coat of paint, the first one, which is dry, is starting to lift. It's almost as though the water in those acrylic paints is starting to dilute the first layer. And so I can't seem to get smooth layers. I mean, look at the little dragon dinosaur thing. You can see that I can't seem to get an even second coat, which means that they're just not compatible to be layered on top of each other. And on my little angry duck, you can see that some parts, again, were starting to lift. Here, it was fine. I don't know why, but some colors are just not good. I have to say that there is no liner, no black, no liner. You can't get good details if you don't have some kind of liner. So that part was definitely frustrating, and I didn't want to leave it as it is, so I went and picked up my own liner. Those contours needed to be done, and I needed to get a good dark color to make the actual pictures pop out even more. Holy moly, this thing over here took me about 2 hours and a half. I will not do both. I will not do both. I really love the way it turned out, but it's no thanks to their brush, no thanks to their non-existent liner, and no thanks to their paint that wants to come off when you put a second coat. Another thing I noticed that is a huge mistake on their part when it comes to this kit. Where do we put wind chimes? Grains? I'm hesitating right now. I'm thinking in my head, where do we put these things? And the answer is outdoors.
Right?
What do I know? Ask the indoors most days. So the fact that we have to put this thing outdoors and there's no included sealant in this kit is a disaster waiting to happen. For sure, the acrylics are going to become weathered. With rain, wind, snow is inevitable. So it would have been really neat if we had some kind of sealant to protect our piece that we've spent quite a long time putting together.
A few moments later.
Alright, so I assembled the whole thing. It really wasn't that complicated. Just follow the instructions. And here's our wind chime. I have to admit, it has a really pretty sound to it. I know technically on the outside you're supposed to make 2 tiers, but I honestly feel like they could have just given us 2 sets of these little chimey things, and you could make essentially 2 of them, which would have been an ultra bargain. I got distracted. So really quickly, here are my cons. The paintbrush, it's crappy. It can't get details. We don't have any dark colors. They're all very light colors. We don't get any kind of permanent marker to make outlines, which is pretty essential if you want details. This thing goes outdoors. How is there no sealant to protect your project after the fact? If they had added more chimes, we could have easily had 2 projects. They don't have to put 4 more. They could have just made it so that you only need 3 per project, so they could have added 2. The box is misleading. We get white little containers, whereas they show that they look brown. The paint is poop when it comes to trying to layer it because it just seems to come off and reactivate. But there are some pros. It does have playability. It's kept me busy for like 3 hours. I lost track of time. I've been on this for a while. I'm tired now. The bells, let's listen to them again. They sound absolutely gorgeous. The paint colors are super vibrant. Overall, I would give this kit a 7 on 10 dorks. It's not the greatest kit, but it's not poop either. I mean, for $8 US or about 13-ish Canadian, it did what it was supposed to do. Time for
Bonus content!
A few weeks ago, I did a video doing some Instagram painting hacks, abstract things, and one of the accounts I followed was the past tense. Wicked Winks. And Wicked Winks saw my video and she was so happy and she wanted to send me some of her stuff. I'm like, oh, I get some of your things. Thank you. So she sent me a package on my P.O. box. Well, in English today. Very good. And I'm so excited to unbox this with you, Grains. All I did was just open this. I have no idea what's inside because I'm a very patient grain. So this is what we get on the inside. Let's take a look. We have a cute little thing. Ooh, oh. I really hope you enjoy these gifts. I'm glad I was introduced to your channel. Your humor and positive attitude is everything. Much love, Wicked Winks. Thank you so much. By the way, if you grades don't know Wicked Winks, I'll leave all her information in the description box below. She makes absolutely gorgeous, rainbowy, and abstract-y color. You know what, Jackie?
Stop talking. Just show us what you have.
Okay, this is a gorgeous little baggie. I'm gonna reuse it. That's 100% for sure. Okay, and oh my god. This looks so pretty. Oh my gosh. See, this is exactly what I was trying to recreate in my Instagram video. I really tried my darnest to follow the tutorial, but I lack skills. I definitely see Delightful wearing accessories like this because she is such a colorful person. This is right up her alley. Next, what we get is a magnet! This is absolutely gorgeous. Again, I love the colors. I love everything about this. What? Okay. Next, we have this keychain that says strong is beautiful. The explosion of color in there makes me so happy. I don't know what it is about color explosions that just make me so happy. Showing it on camera like this to you, Grains, is just absolutely not fair, and that's why you're getting those B-rolls to see it up close and personal. And next we have Pooper Weight. Okay, that is hilarious. It did tear a little bit under here, but that doesn't matter. Oh my gosh, I didn't think poop could be this pretty. So here's our Pooper Weight, and we have the colors kind of falling from here to here. That is gorgeous. Oh, this could be a perfect little statue in the bathroom. Yes! Holy moly, this is the last thing. It is absolutely gigantic. It's wrapped in its own bubble wrap. Oh, whoa! Holy carp. Ren, you really went all out. And it's a coaster. Well, not a coaster, but like a, I can't find my word, that you put things inside. A bowl! And I see her unmolding these on her channel all the time. This is so pretty. Could probably put eye pins in there. I wonder what this is. I am so sure I know exactly what this is. This is one of her really gorgeous coffins. I feel like making an environment in one of these, kind of like a dark but rainbowy. That could work. That would be a really cool style. Oh man. Yeah, look at that. That is a really awesome coffin base. I love how the colors don't go all the way up. It leaves enough room. An aquarium! I got goosebumps. And here's the lid. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. That is absolutely amazing. Like I said, showing it on camera doesn't no justice. The color explosion that we get from the front looks like fireworks. That's what it looks like. It's like fireworks. And here's the last thing. This is really cool because it comes with a stand. That's what I was trying to recreate. Man, those little bubbles inside and the little way that the ink spread really makes it look like coral reefs or fireworks. There's just something about it that is really neat, and it almost reminds me of chemistry for some reason. I don't know why. The back as well is really neat. I love the way how you have two different sides to this piece. You have the back, which is super colorful and just spread out almost like an ink blot, and the front that looks like a color explosion or fireworks or coral reefs, whatever you want to think of. Thank you so much, Ren, for sending this to me. You really didn't have to. I really was just following your videos because I absolutely love your creations and I wanted to see whether or not I had talent. The answer is no. But at least I get some pieces from you, which I really appreciate. Back to past Jackie. This week's shoutouts go to Tortoise207, Licor X, Victoria is a pretty star. I love all the different versions of NerdECrafter, SaltEcrafter, and Witchcrafter that they've done. Michelina Caban, and Wolfie Owl. Remember, if you want a shout out in my Friday videos, don't forget to hashtag Nerdification Squad in the comment section below within the first 5 hours of a video's release. That's because I changed my upload time. More of you can participate that. Or hashtag NerdECrafter on Instagram or Twitter anytime with any of your creations. If you want to watch another Amazon craft kit review, make sure you check it up here. And if you want to watch a crafty video, make sure you check down here. Until then, I will see you grains in the next video.